What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Today's video we're going to be making the amazing grilled beef banh mi sandwich. It's called a grilled beef banh mi, but we're not actually grilling the beef. We're just going to be cooking in the pan, but it's still delicious regardless. Anyways, if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe with notifications and let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see me make next. With that being said, let's roll. Alright guys, so we'll go ahead and get started with our marinade for the beef. We'll do 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, teaspoon of sugar, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Also, the recipe calls for a tablespoon of minced garlic, but I'm going to do just a bit more just because I love garlic. Alright, once we get all that mixed together, we'll go ahead and add a couple tablespoons of oil here. I'm using avocado oil, but you can use peanut oil as well. So we'll whisk that together. Okay, once we have something like this, we can go ahead and start adding in our beef. This is a pound of sirloin steak that I thinly sliced. So we'll go ahead and add that directly to the marinade. And we'll give this a good mix with our hands. Make sure all the pieces are well coated. Okay, once we have something like this, we can go ahead and wrap it in plastic wrap. If you're going to cook this the same day, you can leave it in room temperature and let it marinate for about 30 minutes. Or you can refrigerate it and marinate overnight if you like. So we'll set this to the side. Okay, next up we'll start working on our brine for our pickled carrots and daikon. This is a half of a cup of rice vinegar and half a cup of white vinegar. Also a 1/4 cup of sugar, teaspoon of salt, and 1 full cup of water. Now we'll give this a quick mix, and then we'll go ahead and place it on the stove to bring it to a boil. While that's coming up to a boil, we'll go ahead and start to julienne our carrots and daikon. This is a tool that I bought from the store that makes it pretty easy. So this is a carrot that I already started working on. You can see how easy it makes the julienne slices for us. We'll want to get about a cup of each. So once we get a nice pile like this, I'm just going to line it up and then give it a nice rough chop. Okay, once we have that, we'll go ahead and add it to our mason jar. Next up, we'll do the same thing to our daikon. We'll also get about a cup out of this. Okay, same thing here, just line it up and give it a nice rough chop. Okay, once our brine comes up to a boil, we'll pour that in. Sorry about the steam here. So we'll fill that up all the way to the top. And we'll just set it off to the side and let it cool off. While that's cooling, we can go ahead and start chopping some of our vegetables. So I'm chopping an English cucumber here. I like to go at an angle like this because it makes the slices longer and it covers more surface area inside of the bread. And then we'll do the same thing for the jalapeno here. Okay, once our beef has been marinating for about 30 minutes, we'll go ahead and add some oil to a hot pan and then start adding our beef. We want to make sure that we don't overcrowd our pan here. This will ensure that we get a nice good sear on the beef. So I'll add in just about this much. And we'll cook in multiple batches. Okay, once we start getting some color like this, we can go ahead and start flipping the rest. You can see we're getting some good searing on the beef and the sugars are caramelizing really well. Okay, this is some high quality pork pate that I picked up from the store. We'll be using this in our sandwich as well. Okay, here's our French baguette. I put this in the oven for about 5 minutes at 425 just to warm it up and make the outsides a little bit crispy. And this is some Japanese mayo that we'll be using. This is made only from the yolks of the eggs, so it's a lot more rich and flavorful than typical mayo. So we'll go ahead and add some to the bread and then start placing our cucumbers in. You can see how it's covering the full side of the bread here. And then go ahead and start adding our beef. And then we'll start adding our pate. I just took some slices off of that package. Typically it's spread onto the sandwich, but I'm just gonna use slices like this. Next we'll add our jalapenos. I took the seeds out of the jalapenos just because I'm adding a lot and I don't want my sandwich to be too spicy. Next we'll add our pickled carrots and daikon. This adds a good balance to the sandwich with some sweet and sourness. Really helps to cut through a lot of the richness from the beef and the pate. Alright, and lastly we'll go ahead and add some fresh green onions and cilantro. Alright, there we go guys. There's our amazing grilled beef banh mi sandwich. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you're enjoying this content, please make sure to like and subscribe with notifications. Until next time, peace.